loves a gift or two, I don't mind more. But if your partner's love language is receiving of gifts, then this action of yours will mean a lot more to them. The third love language I'm sharing on is receiving of gifts. First, we have to understand that receiving of gifts does not equal to being materialistic. Materialistic, as defined in Google search, is to be excessively concerned with material possession, money oriented. So, for a person whose love language is receiving of gifts, the main focus is not on the monetary value, but on the thoughts and the intentions behind the gift. Because to them, it is an expression of love that can fill their emotional tank up the fastest. And gifts can come in many forms. Okay, it can be bought, it can be made, it can be found in the natural environment, like wildflowers, like pebbles, like seashells. You get the drift, don't you? Not this drift. And last but not least is the gift of self. Now, this gift of self means your presence. Your presence will mean a lot to them when they needed you the most. You see, it can be in situations that they lost a family member, or they're in labor, or they're in special events or important events that they would really, really love your presence. And sometimes the author mentions that it may not be as obvious as these events which I've mentioned earlier. So the person whose love language is receiving of gifts has to let their partner knows that they need their presence, because chances are, if they keep guessing, the partner is not going to get it right. Now, coming back to gifts, let me ask you a question. If you receive a gift from a friend, a family member, or your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, do you actually get reminded of the person, or do you just see the gift as a gift, an object? You know, if you do see the gift as an object and not get reminded of the person who gives this gift to you, then I'm really sorry for that person. I'm just joking. Okay, every gift is important, and you see, gift is a symbol of thought, and if it's given in a relationship, it's a visual symbol of love. And that's why so many wedding ceremonies have the exchange of wedding rings as a visual symbol of love, right? And now you may ask, how do I know if my partner's primary love language is receiving of gifts? Because everybody likes gifts, right? So how do I differentiate between just liking gifts and the primary language is receiving of gifts? Now, the author mentions one way which can actually help you with it. He says that if up to now, all the gifts that you have given your partner is very critical of them, then it's probably not their primary love language. Because to a person whose primary love language is receiving of gifts, each and every one of the gift to them is an expression of love, and they would appreciate instead of criticize. And of course, even though some of the gifts are not what they wanted, they would appreciate more than they would criticize. They probably let you know that this is not what they want, but they will not criticize, and they will not deny your efforts for that, right? Now, the next question you may ask is, how often should you be giving gifts? The author mentions that if your partner's emotional needs is higher, then you will have to give gifts more frequently. But do take note that giving of gifts does not have to be in terms of monetary value. Okay, yes, it can be bought, but it can be made as well, and it can be found in the natural environment as well. And also, the author mentions that it can also be a thought of buying something that your partner loves to eat. Okay, for example, if you know that your partner loves to eat cupcakes or melons, you can just buy some cupcakes and melons along the way home, and your partner will be very, very happy with the thought you have put into it, that you thought of them along the way. See, so it doesn't have to be very expensive gifts. So do not be that worried and say, oh my gosh, if my partner has a very high emotional need for gifts, then I'll be broke in no time. So, I mean, yeah, that could be one of the concerns that you have. Last but not least, I hope this video has brought value to you, and if you like it, do share or tag a friend who needs to see this. And or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel for weekly updates. Remember, you're not just sharing a video, you are sharing content that can make a difference in people's lives. I thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.